to bring up your next comedian. I love them so much, and I know we have a lot of people here for that. Let's hear it for him, Bowen!
Andrea, I'm so sorry. That was your 90s music, and this is my Whitney Houston. Just gonna enjoy it. I'm not really like a public dancer, you know? But this is how I would look if I was in front of you all dancing. Thank you. So, you might have seen in the advertisements for the show that this is an all-female lineup, and I'm here to tell you that is false, because I am here. I am here, and I can legally show you my nipple. Which, let me tell you, is the same nipple I had when I had breasts. It's the same one. So, what's up with that? Yeah, I'm just here to tell you that cunts aren't just for women, they're for everyone. Cunts are for everyone, okay? It's 2019. Jeez, okay. So, I've really been enjoying lurking everyone's Facebook glow-ups that they've been doing. I did not do one because trans people, we don't do that sort of nonsense. But I've really been enjoying them, and I've kind of been doing like my own internal glow-up, like just thinking about the last 10 years of my life, because so much has changed. I have a bachelor's degree, I earned a master's degree, I work as a teacher, a job that I love, I'm having really healthy relationships, so much great stuff, right? There is one thing though I realized that has not changed at all in 10 years, and that is the fact that I am still poor. Yeah. And I'm no fool. Like, I know that there's only one person to blame for this. Like, I'm not an idiot, right? And that person's name is capitalism. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm so glad that went over. Okay, right? Because it's happening to you even if you don't think it is. That's what yeah. So naturally, I want to grow my financial life. So I just decided to put off that decision and go back to school for a third time. So now that's what I'm doing. I'm a PhD student in the College of Education at the University of Arizona. Thank you. And when you're a PhD student, you still get to choose a minor, and I chose mine, which is Sociocultural and Critical Theory, because I thought that sounds expensive. For me, in 5 years, when I'm still not compensated fairly for my labor. And I just thought critical theory, it's great, because I've been feeling pretty critical lately. For example, I felt very critical that Amazon's collection of cat costumes that you could buy this year was so limited. What, are Gwen and Lily just supposed to go out dressed up like all the other cats? It's embarrassing. And I learned so much, which I think is like kind of a sad testament to public education. I feel like I've learned more this semester than I have my entire life. It's so fun. One thing that I learned is that about the word neoliberalism. I thought it was a cool new way to be a Democrat. Like, I thought if I was like a neoliberal, I was like really feeling the burn, That's not what it means. Neoliberalism, it turns out, it's like a game. Any individual can play it. Anyone can play at neoliberalism. The way that you play is there are no rules or government regulations. So everyone has a fair chance. And then the way that you win is you don't. Because Jeff Bezos already won. And that's neoliberalism for you. Oh goodness, I'm having a blank moment. That actually never happens. I'm just so upset by neoliberalism, it's just so pervasive. It's like very, very upsetting. Okay, here it is. So I can tell that we've all been affected by capitalism, right? This is great, because last time I did this at open mic, everyone was like, I don't even know what that is. I'm like, okay, cool. Good for you. You must work for the government. Yay. But it's not really been working out for me, although there was one time that I can say that capitalism definitely intervened on my behalf. And that was when I was 19. I was an angry, young, queer feminist living in Portland, Oregon. And I went to the tattoo shop, and I was too broke to get the word cunt tattooed on my arm. Though 2 years later, was still able to afford a butt tattoo that said no scrubs. If you think that's a joke, meet me later, and for $20, I'll show you it. Capitalism. So what I'm trying to say is that we're all being sold something, right? Sometimes that something is an actual thing, like a lobster costume for Gwen or Lily. Other times, it's ideological. Often it's both. And nowhere do we see that more like blatantly than in commercials. And sometimes I'm really buying what those commercials are talking about. For example, that Gillette commercial that came out like a year ago or so, that showed like these beautiful scenarios of grown men intervening on toxic behaviors and choices. Like I was like sold. I love that commercial. However, now when I go out through the world, I'm just like, well, there's like a lot of men who didn't like that commercial. Like there was some very negative response to it. And now when I go out into the world and I see bearded people, I wonder, fashion statement? Or are you protesting something? I see you. Suspicious. One commercial, however, I was absolute opposite response, and I'm curious to hear what you think of it. It was this Dodge Charger commercial that I saw during the Super Bowl, so I was asking for it. And it basically, the way that it went, it was just this series of stoic, masculine male faces, right? Saying things like this. Because I went to work today for 8 hours. Because I drove my own children to school. Because I ate oatmeal as a part of a balanced breakfast. Because I put my dirty underwear in the laundry basket. I could go on. Then I will drive the car I want to drive. Brrr, Dodge Charger, man's last stand. What do you think of that? How did it make you feel? Yeah, I know I had the same reaction. I was like, ooh, I was angry. But then I was concerned. Why are these men so tired? I don't think they need a sports car. It sounds like they need like a probiotic and maybe a nap. Now, I'm no doctor. Like I said, I'm a teacher. But if I had to diagnose these men, I might say that they have something called toxic masculinity fatigue syndrome. TMFS. Maybe you know someone in your life who suffers from it. It's a really public health issue. It's called the CBC or something. Yeah, but it's just like we ask men and masculine people, I'll just include that as a general category, we ask them to do so much. We're like, do more, do better. And I really think they should do less. They've done enough. So I want to take the last few moments of my stand-up here to just, have a moment of silence and for those that are still suffering from TMFS. And I just want to implore you to find it in your heart so we can help them, right? So next time you find yourself in a conversation and there's just a masculine person trying to interject themselves, just say, no, it's okay. Next time you're, in a situation where, you're, so many situations, it's so hard to choose. Let's just say this. If you're walking down the street and a man drives up to you, in his Dodge Charger and rolls down the window or to yell at you, right? Just wave him on by, right? Just wave him by, let him go, just save the energy. But then definitely note the back of his car, the direction he turned, so you can find his car later and throw a brick through his windshield. Thank you.